Welcome to the Novice Builder, where every expert was once a novice.
In the last video, I showed you how I planned the framing for this chicken coop in SketchUp. Now it's time to take that design off the screen and actually build it. I'm building a 16-foot by 8-foot chicken coop right here in this part of the backyard. And in this video, I'll walk you through how I built the main structure step by step. The goal is to create a strong, practical frame that will support the rest of the build, including the roof, siding, nesting boxes, and eventually the chicken run. And since I'm still learning as I go, I'll also show you how the actual build compares to the original SketchUp plan, including any adjustments I had to make along the way. This wall is already here from the old structure, so I'm going to reuse it to save time and money. Since it's still solid and in good condition, there's no need to tear it down and build a new one. Reusing existing materials is one of the easiest ways to keep your DIY build on budget without sacrificing quality. And don't forget, I'm giving away my full chicken coop design plan for free. First, make sure to subscribe to the channel because the PDF works best when paired with my step-by-step videos where I walk you through the entire build. Next, head over to thenovicebuilder.com or click the link in the description below to go straight to my website. Once you're there, click Start Your Coop Journey. That will take you to my complete chicken coop playlist. Scroll down until you see the free chicken coop guide section. To get the guide, you'll need to sign up by entering your first name, last name, and email. Then click Download My Free Guide. After you sign up, check your inbox. Your step-by-step PDF will arrive within 24 hours. Inside the guide, you'll get original SketchUp plans, full measurements, complete tools list, detailed materials list, step-by-step build instructions. It's everything you need to confidently build your own chicken coop from start to finish. So let's start with the tools and materials needed for this project. Note, the tools and materials used in this build are linked below. I personally use and recommend these products because they've worked well for me. Check the description or tap the tagged products below. Tools: circular saw, drill or impact driver, tape measure, speed square, level, pencil, shovel, trowel, cement mixer, and clamps. Materials: 2x4 pressure-treated lumber for framing, 4x4 posts for stronger corner support, 2x4x8 wall studs and framing, 2x4x16 top and bottom plates, 2x4x9 feet 2 inches, base long sides, 2x4x8 base short sides, pressure-treated plywood or exterior plywood, 3-inch exterior wood screws, 2.5-inch framing screws, high-strength concrete mix, and metal framing brackets.
Having all your materials ready before starting makes the build go much smoother.
Step 1. Site preparation. The first step was preparing the site. I checked the area to make sure there was enough space for the 16-foot by 8-foot structure, then remove the rocks and clear the area before confirming the overall footprint and layout. Before moving forward, I double-checked the measurements and made adjustments to keep everything as level and square as possible. Getting this right from the start helps prevent problems with the walls and roof later in the build. Step 2. Laying out the main posts. Once the site was prepared, The next step was setting the main 4x4 posts. I started by marking the location of each post based on the layout. Then, I dug each hole about 2 feet deep with a shovel to prepare for setting the posts in place. After confirming the position of each post, I cut them to the required lengths: 3 posts at 9 feet 2 inches and 1 post at 8 feet. I then placed them into the holes and checked the alignment before securing them with concrete. One detail to pay attention to here is the temporary wood form along the base of each post. This helps contain the concrete as it's poured, keeping it from spreading beyond the intended area.
So, gonna make that pole. I'm gonna cement everything around here. I'm just holding this for right now. And this is the pole on that side, and right over there. This is my cement here, just to make sure we secure this.
Once everything was set and properly aligned, it was time to pour the concrete. I poured it evenly around each post, working it into the space to minimize air pockets and making sure it filled the form completely. I then leveled and smoothed the concrete with a trowel before allowing it to set. The concrete around the posts would then serve as a guide for the rest of the foundation, helping keep the entire structure properly aligned as the build continued. In the next video, I'll continue building the chicken coop and show you exactly how I frame the roof. Check the description below for the full DIY chicken coop series so you can follow along from start to finish. And don't forget to download your free guide at thenovicebuilder.com for complete step-by-step instructions, measurements, and material lists. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out my upcoming project and videos.